Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Below Zero here. We kind of have an issue. We got the new moon pool installed last episode, which is great. I'm loving it. But the issue is it's completely disconnected from our base here. And I asked you guys what a good way or a good method of getting this connected would be, because I tried a couple different things and they weren't working. But I found a solution here thanks to your guys' help. Now I'm going to probably do it slightly differently. I'm going to deconstruct everything inside the moon pool first here and obviously get the sea truck out of here, but I didn't realize that I could actually add a connecting tube to the scanner room. I don't know why I thought that was off limits there, but the fact that that's possible is going to allow us to connect the moon pool on the back side here. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. We'll add one compartment. We'll put it right here. There we go. And then we can go ahead and take our moon pool. And what I learned was I was originally trying to do it here, like horizontal. I'm just gonna have to do it vertical, which is completely fine. It's a little bit, you know, long, but we'll add more onto it. I'm not too worried about it. So let's go ahead and get our sea truck in there. If you notice at the top right, I actually have a recipe pinned, and this is for the sea dock. Now, I saw a couple of you in the comment section talk about this thing and how I should build it, and it's going to be useful for me, but I'm not exactly sure what it is, so I'm curious to figure it out. Let's go ahead and get the rest of these things built back in here. And the modification station, sweet. We are good to go now, and thankfully, we no longer have to go outside of our base to access the moon pool. It's all connected. Okay, so apart from me having to find a new source of energy for the base, because Creepine is just not doing it, I want to build this sea dock. So let's check this out real quick. I think this is an exterior component that we're going to add onto the moon pool, but I could be wrong here. So let's take a look. Here we go. Sea truck dock. Docking bay for sea truck plus any attached modules. High power and structure requirements. Okay. So I don't know what our hull strength is right now, so this could be an issue. Oh, this may not connect to the moon pool at all. So I'm curious if maybe I can build it right here and then build like a connecting tube to the moon pool, maybe like a curved one. Oh, nope. Actually, oxygen. Let's not do that. Deconstruct. Damage due to weak hull strength. Okay, we did not have enough hull strength to do that. And we're dying of oxygen. Am I gonna die right now? Please, no. Okay. So many problems in 5 seconds of time. Okay, so let's go in here. Let's fix these issues because things are broken.
Hull integrity restored.
Thank God.
Training systems initiated.
Okay, I won't make that mistake again. One thing you guys mentioned in the previous series was that reinforcements are a whole lot more worth it in terms of increasing hull strength. The platforms are kind of janky and they don't give a whole lot. This gives +7, which I can appreciate, and 2 of these should be all that I need. In fact, it's probably more than I need to install the sea truck dock. So let's go over here now. We'll just place this right here like we just did, and let's see if we can't connect these two somehow. Okay, it's not liking that. I think we'll just put it out front here for now. If we need to move it to a different location, we can. Of course, I don't fully know how it works yet. Whoa, that looks pretty cool. Let's go ahead and get our sea truck connected to it. Maybe I'll get a better idea of how this works and whether that's a good location for it or not. But before we go straight to the sea dock, let's hit up the mobile vehicle bay real quick. Last episode, we found a couple modules that we can add on to the sea truck. I believe it's the fabricator and storage modules. And in order to craft those, we're going to need to go to the mobile vehicle bay here. So let's go ahead and do that. Now, I'm a little bit curious what this is going to look like. Yeah, they looked like cubes, which in the previous Subnautica game, they were actually like things you put inside the sea moth itself. Almost like a little cylinder. Oh, okay, so we can pilot this and put it into the sea truck here? Oh, that's awesome. Okay, perfect. So that's the fabricator module. Next, let's craft the storage module, and we'll add that on the back there. This is really cool. So you could probably just have like an infinitely chained sea truck. I imagine there's probably some sort of limit. But that's awesome. It's almost like a hybrid between the Cyclops and the Seamoth. So let's climb back into this and let's head back to the new and improved sea truck dock that we just made earlier. Oh, there we go. Oh, that's awesome. That's so cool. Whoa. Dude, that's so cool. Perfect. So we got our storage here. We got our fabricator, more storage. This is really, really cool. And then you can exit through the back there. What do we have up front? Oh, this is where we can change the color? We can change the interior color? Oh, no, this is just the front of the Seamoth. Okay. Let's go ahead and make this green. We'll add a stripe on there as well. We'll do like a blue, maybe? And then the interior we'll keep white. And of course, we'll change the submarine name. Let's go ahead and name this Chugga-Luggin. I think we can safely de-dock this sea truck here, so let's go ahead and do that now. Because the next thing on our objective is to visit a brand new island we haven't been to before, and it seemed to have some sort of rocket ship on it. And I believe that was southwest of our current location. There's the big metal weird tube that we climbed onto and followed, and that led to a bunch of jellyfish, of which just across this body of water was this island over here. There it is, with the rocket ship. Let's go ahead and get out here. We're pretty thirsty, so I'm kind of hoping we'll find a good amount of supplies over here. Maybe food and water. If not, we're in trouble. What do we have here? Ooh, first aid kit. Might need that. PDA? Signals from the deep. Let's listen to that.
Zeta, I have kind of a funny question for you. Have you picked up any kind of unusual interference during any of your robotics work?
You mean like Parvin looking over my shoulder and telling me I'm assembling my circuits wrong because it's not how his dad did it back in the day?
No, like electrical interference in the audio or video. Any kind of flickering or clicking.
Huh, can't say that I have. Why?
Oh, so it doesn't extend as far as the bay.
What doesn't?
When Fred was bringing me for my eval, we detected something, almost like an SOS.
At Delta? How retro. What was causing it?
I think architects are trying to communicate with us.
You always think that.
Look, it may be my job to always think that, but I'm very good at my job.
She's right.
Not that HR seems to care.
I won't breathe a word of this to Emmanuel.
Thanks. You're a good friend.
You know what? That actually kind of adds a little bit of context to the previous conversations we heard, I think probably in the first or second episode.
All Terra facility beacon detected nearby.
Ooh.
Unique identifier. Phi Robotics Center.
Oh, we're getting cold.
Hypothermia imminent.
Let's get into this cave here. No, but in the first or second episode, we heard a conversation between the coworkers. Some of them may have had some alliance put together secretly against the others. Ice stalagmite. Okay. This is definitely an interesting looking cave here. We have an ore vein. Oh, I don't think we've seen one of those before. Let's look at that. Resources behind loose rock. Ooh, okay. Some silver there. I like that. That might make finding gold, especially, a lot easier. What is this? Marbled anemone. Keep moving here. I'm following these lights, which looks like there's an entryway up here. I see like a place to the right there as well. Plenty of places to explore here. Let's check this out. What was this? I saw kind of like a platform here. Not much. Okay. What does this say? Phi Robotics landing pad. Oh, okay. This looks like maybe another cave system. Snow fox fragment. Whoa, that's interesting. That looks like a brand new vehicle we've never seen before. Take some more water. We're definitely thirsty. And let's continue into this Phi Robotics Center 04 here.
Phi Robotics. This is where Sam worked.
Scan this. Snow fox hover pad fragment. That might be the second. Oh no, this is completely separate. The hover pad is a deployable pad equipped with 2 articulating arms for rapid snow fox assembly and repair. Recharge via magnetic to thermal energy conversion. Most commonly used for land-based operations and low to medium gravity. So I'm assuming that's what we'll put our Snow Fox onto. We can probably ride the Snow Fox without that, I'm assuming. This looks all broken off here, so see what resources we have. Another battery. Go ahead and replace that in here. I'm actually happy to take as many batteries as I can and add them to the collection back home.
Sam loved working here with her spy pinglings.
Do all humans like work?
The lucky ones do.
Are you lucky?
I used to think I was.
Spy pangling fragment. Glacial basin map. It was an interesting question to hear Alan ask.
Combined with a frozen water source, water purification tablets can create drinkable water as you explore the snowy surface.
This must have been Sam's room. But something's not right.
Danny call re-research. Let's listen to that.
Hi, you. How's everything at Pengling Central?
Oh, fine. But I haven't heard anything since giving the footage to Zeta. It's been, what, a week?
Did she promise you a report?
No, but I expected some kind of reaction. Maybe I should take it up with Emmanuel. It is Kara, after all, and it could cause a lot of suffering if it got out.
And why would it get out? We have professional containment and know how to neutralize it in an emergency. Sam, I love you, but you don't know what you're talking about.
You love me? Wait, why do you know so much about this?
It's my area of research.
Why are you being evasive?
Oh, I'm gonna tell you something, and then you have to drop this crusade you're on before you damage your career. We're researching the bacteria.
What kind of research are you doing?
I don't want you worrying about this. We are aware of the possible downsides, but they're far outweighed by the potential. That's as much as I can tell you. Sam.
I need to think. I have to go.
That doesn't sound good. Let's take a second here. We found a ton of things, including PDAs and new blueprints. So we have the Snow Fox hover pad. We already read about that. We scanned Sam's and Zeta's bed. We now have the cold suit gloves, and cold suit helmet. That'll probably be very helpful for insulation. Let's listen to Sapient Life here.
Hey, Sam. Oh, hey there, Pengling buddy.
Hi, Fred. What brings you this way?
I was just passing by. Lillian wanted a hand with a deep dive out in the bridges. You know, I think she's right. There is some weird stuff out there.
The clicking sound?
An SOS. I heard it with my own ears.
So you think she's right? There's intelligent life down there?
I don't know. I'll leave that to you scientist types.
This scientist is more at home with these penglings.
Yes.
If my sister was here, she'd be all over this.
Wait, are you telling me you're not the brains of the family?
Oh, my family has many different brains. Like
A hydra?
Well... Oh, yeah, actually, I like that analogy.
Fred's a little
Makes
weird.
it hard to get along sometimes, but it's never dull.
Well, that's interesting. We finally got the large room blueprint, which is something we've been wanting for a couple episodes now. I'm very excited to see that. That means we're going to be able to add on so much more to the base, which I'm totally ready to do. Here's a picture frame here, and it looks like a little bit more water. We'll pick that up as well. Lots of scannables here. I'm glad we came here. Here's a power cell charger fragment. We're going to need that as well. We're currently charging our power cell via the moon pool for the Seamoth. Let's listen to a meeting with Zeta.
Oh, you brought a friend.
Spy pangling in training. We're recording audio. Is that okay?
Of course. I have the photos you sent. What am I looking at here?
Kara pustules on the frozen Leviathan.
That's nothing to worry about in and of itself. It's well contained.
The ice samples suggest it's been frozen since the time of the outbreak. The strain made the planet uninhabitable. If it mutates...
Are you feeling unsafe?
Very.
If I escalate this issue for you, will you feel comfortable enough to concentrate again? I have deadlines for the Snow Fox and the mining bots coming up. I really need your focus on the penglings.
Oh, yeah. That's a relief, actually. I was expecting more of a fight.
Nothing is more important than our safety. I'll take care of it, okay?
Thanks. I won't let you down.
Thanks, Sam. Keep up the good work.
So it sounds like Sam was a little bit worried about the bacteria inside the frozen Leviathan, which I would be too. Here's a architect teleporter. We've seen one of these before. I don't think we can use this just quite yet, but I think we've explored almost everything inside this cave. We'll take a look and see if there's any more PDAs that we can listen to here. Who's with me? Let's listen to this.
Hey guys, I'm so glad you're here.
Where else would I be? Like I'd miss Fred being exposed as the alien intruder.
That's not gonna happen.
But you didn't say you were not the intruder.
No, not this argument again. I beg you.
I think the game will settle this debate.
So, I just want to ask you something quick before Zeta gets back and we start playing. It's about the cavern with the frozen leviathan. I investigated and...
You investigated? When? I didn't see you.
Maybe you were asleep or busy doodling inappropriate sea creatures.
Those drawings are art.
Anyway, I've looked into it, and I think we have reason to be concerned. It wasn't that long ago this planet was uninhabitable. But if we work together, we can get them to put an end to the Kara mutation experiments.
I'm not comfortable with this.
Samantha, you're paranoid.
Come on now. Hear Sam out. She has our safety at heart.
And the rest of us don't?
Zeta!
Can we play the game now?
Fine.
Interesting. Sounds like a lot of dispute and drama going on between the team about certain things they're investigating. I'm kind of just going down this path here, checking around. This is kind of a large island. I didn't expect it to be this big. Wow. That is amazing looking. That's awesome. Let's see here. This looks like, oh, this is a whole nother spot. This is actually above where we were earlier. Let's keep going up here. See what's up here. Here's some water. Take that. Something blinking.
There is something of significance beyond this bridge. It was important to Altera, but more important to me.
Will it help us build you a body?
I believe so, yes.
Huh. We are not able to get up there right now. It doesn't look like. We're going to need hydraulic fluid to do that. Let's check for more PDAs as we keep going here. We've collected a ton of them. We do have 2 maps here. That's good to know. That will probably be incredibly useful for navigating around. Operating manual. This looks like an operation manual for the communications tower. We'll look back on this if we need it. More like than not. Let's listen to this.
I should have guessed Altera would find a way to clip Sam's wings, like I knew they'd do to mine once they took over Xenoworks. I tried to warn her. She was stubborn, like me. Ever since I was a kid, I always wanted to be so different from her. Scrappier, faster, less play by the rules. But Sam didn't tolerate Altera's corporate red tape any more than I did. She just tried to change it from the inside. I think in the end, we always wanted similar things.
Well, unfortunately, I didn't see a way around that would lead back up to the other part of that bridge, which makes sense. We'll go ahead and go into this cave system here. See what's in here.
What you found is more than just an artifact. It will help me follow the traces my people left on this planet.
I'm glad it could help.
I know you would still prefer me to have a corporeal form of my own.
Well, yes.
If you continue searching, I may regain some of my connection to the network, piece by piece.
This is nice. Finding these resources embedded into these little pockets here makes resource collecting a little bit easier. I'll keep just going down the list here as we're walking around and exploring. Woman in an exosuit.
What was that woman's problem? The one in the exosuit. Like I need to say which woman. And what the hell is she doing on this planet? It isn't exactly a happening vacation spot. She knew their terrain well enough to make a dramatic entrance by jumping off a sheer cliff. So I guess she's been here a while.
Oh yeah.
But how long has she been following me? She said to keep away from her, or off her land. What in this frozen slush bog could she be protecting? Unless she's camped out somewhere. She's definitely heard of Altera, though. Did she meet Sam?
That's a good question. I'm curious if Margaret and Sam ever talked to each other. Let's go ahead and cross on over to the other side here. I think we've explored a lot of this island, and we're going to have to learn how to make hydraulic fluid in order to get to the other side there. Now, I will say, I think that is the communications tower, which looks a lot similar to the tower we were at when we first came to the island. This little thing here. So I think we'll have to return back to this island once we figure out how to make the hydraulic fluid. In the meantime, let's go ahead and we'll enter back into Chug-a-Luggin. Let's go ahead and answer this phone call from Alan. Hey, Alan.
How do your people communicate if you are not networked?
What do you mean? We just talk to each other.
Do you not find that primitive? We exist as data. We are all aware of each other's thoughts and needs. Scientific endeavors are accomplished much more smoothly this way.
There's more to life than research, Alan. I can't lie. Work would go faster if I could read my colleagues' minds, but thoughts are private, and people have their own inner lives. People change and need space to think.
Space helps you think. I find that being separated from my network is very quiet.
What do you mean by quiet?
Imagine 1,000 strings, each playing its own range of notes, none louder than the others. Each one builds harmony, a continuous thrum in the background of existence. I am now a lone string in search of familiar harmonies.
I'll help you find them.
That's interesting. It's a really cool concept to think about. Okay, so let's go ahead and build this large room. We'll see where we can put this. I pinned a couple ingredients at the top right there, if you can see those. I was curious, I realized just now that we got a robot penguin blueprint, as well as a robot penguin remote blueprint. So I'll be curious to make those and see kind of what those do and what their intentional purpose is in this game. Oh, we got a present. I got yelled at for not taking this last time. Thank you, Sea Monkey. Okay, let's go ahead and put this large room down. Now, where can we put this? I'm going to go ahead and build a compartment right here and see if I can't connect this large room to it. Hopefully I can. There we go. Perfect. Okay, so we found out a way that we can connect this large room to our base now. I'm curious if maybe I can double stack large rooms right next to each other. I probably could.
Oxygen.
Let's go ahead and just get that blueprint down, because I think that is something that I would like to do. And let's come back out here, and now we should be able to fully construct this second large room. Beautiful. We still have a hull strength of 8.5, so we're good there. And let's see what this looks like going out here. Oh, look at all this room. Yes. We no longer have issues with storage, that's for sure. And considering I want to pretty much use at least everything in this game once, that's going to leave us plenty of room and time to add plenty of more stuff. Now, one thing I did notice from our little adventure earlier was we got a new jukebox disc. So let's go ahead and head back to our jukebox and play that. Now, I don't know if that's something we have to manually put in.
It plays music so that I have something to listen to.
What is music?
That's not music.
I can detect certain patterns within it. Is it mathematical? An instrument of science? Does it help with your research?
It does, just not in the way you're probably thinking. Music and math are strongly related. Rhythm is math, harmonies can be math, but music as a whole is more than that. We experience it on an emotional level.
I sense it has an impact on your pulse and breathing. It makes you move differently. Humans are controlled by music.
We make music, and we're moved by it. Not everything is about control, Alan.
Let's go ahead and get some stuff made in here, like a bed. I think a bed is probably a good thing to have, especially if it starts getting dark. And maybe in addition to a bed, we'll have like a separate area over here for, you know, getting food and whatnot. I don't know if you can actually store things into this fridge, but that would be pretty cool if you could. We'll add a counter here as well, and we'll just try to make it look kind of, you know, homey, realistic, full of things that are important to us. Let's add a wall shelf here. We'll add a bar table and maybe a couple chairs. I don't know how much titanium we have left here. The last thing I'll probably add, and I'll put that right over here, is a power cell charger. We are going to need a few more resources in order to finish that build, but we'll get it started, and we'll add an aquarium right next to it as well. And this will be kind of our own custom little space here. Still plenty of things to fill up in here, but as we continue more and more episodes, we'll add more and more to this room, and I'm sure we'll unlock more blueprints as well. Lots of horse shrub nuts, and by a lot, I mean a lot. Honestly, what we could start doing with these, I don't know if these have like a timer on them, if like they go bad after a certain while. You guys will have to let me know in the comment section below if that is the thing. Otherwise, I can start storing these. Maybe inside a locker or something. In fact, I want to try something. I know we unlocked that fridge. I don't know if it's purely cosmetic or not. I guess we're about to find out. Open fridge. Ooh, okay. So you can store food in there. That's awesome. I guess I didn't realize that you could actually put stuff into here. We are going to have to put some fish into our aquarium as well. I don't want to just put any generic fish in there. Maybe I'll try to add fish in there along our series that are in harder reach biomes, or biomes I don't go to very often. But ladies and gentlemen, I think we're going to probably call it here for today's episode. We made a good amount of headway adding on to the base, finding more blueprints, and figuring out more information to the storyline. Hopefully you enjoyed today's episode. If you liked it, drop a like. Helps out the channel. I'm a small channel. And if you want to see more content like this, consider subscribing. Ladies and gentlemen, have a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next one.